A 2026 BMJ Medicine study reveals that diversifying your movement portfolio lowers all-cause mortality significantly more than simply increasing running volume. The prevailing myth in endurance culture is that volume is the primary lever for health. We assume that if 20 miles a week is good, 50 is better, and the specific physiological demands of running cover all necessary bases for a long life. However, data from a 2026 BMJ Medicine cohort study tracking over 100,000 adults contradicts this linear assumption. The data shows that individuals engaging in a mixed activity profile live longer than specialists, even when total energy expenditure is identical. The study highlights a concept called the variety effect. While running provides exceptional cardiovascular stimulus, the highest longevity tier was actually occupied by those who combined aerobic work with strength training and, surprisingly, simple walking. Let's look at the breakdown. The highest walking category was associated with a 17% lower mortality risk independent of other exercise. This suggests low-intensity, non-impact movement activates distinct recovery pathways that high-intensity running does not. The mechanism is physiological specificity. Running is a sagittal plane, repetitive impact activity. It builds heart strength but often neglects lateral stability, upper body lean mass, and multidirectional coordination. We must view exercise through the lens of a movement portfolio. Just as you diversify financial investments to mitigate risk, you must diversify physical stressors to mitigate biological decay across different systems. Strength training is the non-negotiable addition. It combats sarcopenia, muscle loss, which running cannot prevent. Muscle tissue acts as a metabolic sink for glucose, a critical factor in longevity that pure endurance work underserves. Interestingly, the dataset showed racket sports provided a unique benefit linked to neural demand, requiring rapid reaction and coordination. Conversely, swimming showed a weaker association with mortality reduction in this specific dataset, likely due to the lack of bone-loading gravity. The law of diminishing returns applies heavily to running volume. Beyond a moderate threshold, often cited around 25 to 30 miles per week, the longevity curve flattens, while the injury risk curve spikes exponentially. Therefore, the more is better mentality is physiologically flawed. The goal is to maximize the area under the curve for all biomarkers, not just VO2 max. You are trading fractional cardiovascular gains for structural fragility. The verdict for the analytical runner is clear. Cap your running volume where you hit the point of diminishing returns. Reallocate those hours to 2 sessions of heavy resistance training and frequent low-intensity walking. Longevity is not an endurance race, it is a decathlon. To finish the race of life last, you cannot just be a runner. You must be a hybrid athlete. Diversify your stress to optimize your survival.